After being kicked out of her apartment, a drug addict stumbles upon a mysterious puzzle box, which opens up a portal to another dimension. Once her brother goes missing, she goes on a quest to discover the origins of the puzzle. Hey everyone, welcome back to Clubhouse Movies Podcast. I'm your host, Marc Rubalcaba, joined once again by Mr. Abel Pineda, and today we'll be reviewing Hellraiser, directed by David Bruckner. Now, this is the Hellraiser 2022 remake.
Yeah, which I did not see because I'm too much of a pansy to watch these things.
Yeah, he's been indisposed, doing other things, as we may or may not have seen earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Just depending on the situation. But I am a huge Hellraiser fan, as you can see. We have adorned the set with Hellraiser paraphernalia.
And see down here, we also have the fancy box.
Yes, the lament configuration. So the thing about Hellraiser is there were like 2 great ones, and then like 2 like mediocre ones, and a lot of really bad ones.
There were more?
So I'm not entirely sure, but like I think what happened was in like 1996, the Weinstein Corporation got control of it. Okay. And rather than making really good ones, they actually
made money.
They just made money because they would lose the rights if they didn't just make them.
Oh, right. Kind of like what was it with Sony and Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
Just get them out while you can.
But like one of the last 2 was like a found footage one, just filmed on like video. And
they Blair Witched it?
Pretty much.
Really?
It was really bad. And then they offered the role of Pinhead to the same actor again. Yeah. And he asked him what his salary would be, and it'd be like less than the price of a fridge. And I think that was a direct quote.
Whoa.
Yeah. So they just got some
stunt man. It's a fancy fridge.
Fridges can be $4.99. So that was
they can be less too.
Weinstein probably bought a fridge for his garage for all that ham he eats.
It was his beer fridge.
Yeah. For all those burritos he eats.
Yeah. Burritos.
I don't know, all those frozen burritos. But anyway, this is the remake. The rights went back to Clive Barker, who created the original.
Okay.
And I have to say, Hulu made this one.
Which makes it a Disney movie.
It is. It's Hulu and 20th Century Fox made this one.
Yeah.
But this year, it's a year where Predator, Chucky, and Halloween have come out, and now Hellraiser. So I was super stoked. And like I said before, there have been a lot of bad Hellraiser movies. This was a good one.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I did see the first one for all those people wondering. Yes, I did watch the first one at least 3 times.
And I really dug the updated special effects because we were able to see when you open the puzzle box, it's like you're already dead, right? And the world, like, remember Beetlejuice where you knocked 3 times on the door? Yeah. And a doorway would open? Yeah. I actually looked it up. Hellraiser did it first. Where if you open the puzzle box, doorways open up around you. Okay. And now you have the power of CG, you know? Yeah, well, that's true. To do this, where like, you know, like in the first one, he opens up the box and he's in like a bathroom. Okay. But like you see like the door like disappear into the abyss and then like things, but like it gets crazier and crazier as it goes. And one girl, she opens up the box and she's in a car. Because this movie kind of turns into Scooby-Doo towards the end. I'll be honest. Okay. That's one of my gripes. She's in the Scooby van, right? And they're trying to save her because they know she already got like, contaminated by the box. Yeah. And as like she's like in the back of the Scooby van, she looks and sees the people in the front of the van. Yeah. And they're just getting further and further away. And then
and she's in the van?
And she's in the van. And then the back of the van just gets further and further away. Yeah. And then as the van's driving, like you kind of see portals to hell opening in the ground. What? Like around them. Okay. So it was actually like really cool. And I dug these new Cenobites and the way they were, because originally, as you can see, they're adorned with leather. Yeah. And Pinhead kind of has these fleshy bits, almost like metals on his chest. They took this fleshy bit thing and really went with it, because they are no longer wearing leather. They have skin peeled over their bodies. Oh, it's weird. To look like clothes. So maybe it's a different kind of leather in a way. But yeah, so the crux of this story is about a girl who is an addict, an opioid addict. And the thing that really sucks is everyone's trying to help her. And everyone who tries to help her ends up getting screwed over by the puzzle box. By the box. Because what's in the box? What's in the box? First in the very beginning is her brother who in essence kicks her out because she can't afford rent, but then comes back to go look for her because he feels bad for her. And
oh man, this sounds.
And then she opens the box, but doesn't like in this the big spin in this one. Yeah, the box has to like slice you. So as you're
I saw that during all the trailers.
as you're opening the box,
To take a part of you like a
well, in Hellraiser, blood will bring them, and it can also bring you back. It's like a portal, like an energy, right, in their world, right? But it didn't slice her. But when her brother came to help her, he grabbed the box and it sliced him.
Oh.
And when he went to go clean it up, that's when the Cenobites took him.
Oh no.
And the other crux of this is there's like a billionaire type or just a really rich dude, and he's trying to get people to open the box for him.
So if I solve it, do I get a prize?
I do.
Oh.
So he can have a conversation with whatever comes, like, you know, whatever genie comes out of this this lamp.
Freaking death lamp.
And it's just really cool. I like the I like the visualizations, and also they actually have the original music back. And if you remember, Christopher Young composed the original, but it's a new composer this time. But they were able to use all the old music. And I remember like watching some of the DVD extras to some of the really crappy ones.
Yeah.
Listening to the commentaries, and they're actually like, I wish like we can like use the original music, but it's like more expensive than the entire budget of this movie.
That's ridiculous, really?
Yeah, it was.
That sounds like
so
a terrible thing to be caught on camera.
But they were able to get it all back, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
How they did it. Let me see.
If you see me looking at my screen, I'm looking at pictures from this Hellraiser on IMDb, and these things are haunting.
Yes. And like I said, this movie kind of turns into Scooby-Doo after a while, because the first act is this character, Riley, trying to find her brother and trying to find the origins of the puzzle box. And the second act is them looking for her brother. We have dry ice. We have dry ice that's
farting out of here.
It's farting. It's pretty cool. If you ever find dry ice, play with it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
but do it safely.
Yeah, don't touch it with your bare hands.
This dude thought I was holding with my bare hands. Like, oh, this is a cowboy here.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa,
nope.
Man. Nice second-degree burns.
I know, right? Or worse, depending on how long you hold it for.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm like, do I want to get into the whole thing? Okay, yeah. So it turns into Scooby-Doo.
Okay,
where they're searching for her lost brother. So, and get this, I'm going to tell you right now, when scary shit goes down, like clearly stuff is otherworldly.
Yeah,
you know, like, oh, the Moors, like, oh, something's scary happening, and it clearly is from another dimension. What's the one thing you don't do? Just
I would never go into it.
They find a spooky haunted house.
They went into a spooky haunted house.
They found a spooky haunted house and they went into it.
That is Scooby-Doo.
The whole thing ended in a Scooby-Doo haunted house. But did you ever see 13 Ghosts?
Yeah. God, a long time ago.
Okay, so the Cenobites, when they come get you, like I said, they take apart like the world around you, and then they grab you, right, from that. But they introduced a new rule where they can't go through steel, right?
Okay.
So the guy who summons, like the billionaire who summons them, encased this house into like a giant like puzzle box with steel, and it was able to like open and close, and it reminded me of 13 Ghosts.
Oh.
So there were actually some pretty cool moments there, because like unlike the 13 Ghosts.
Was he trying to trap them in there?
Yeah. He was either trying to trap them or he was trying to like trap them outside so they couldn't get in.
Yeah. Okay.
Because there were some extra cool scenes where like they looked out the window and they're just standing there staring at us. You know? Like like Pinhead and like these guys like
it's like, oh, I can't get in there.
Yeah. And there's even a funny scene where that I actually really like. To say funny, but where the girl's just like, screw this, and she was going to throw the puzzle box in like the river.
Yeah.
And then Pinhead appears and she's like, don't do that. We're still doing stuff here.
And she's like, okay.
Yeah.
Wait. Not yet. Accept the pain you have wrought. Greater delights await.
Pretty much, and then she bought it.
Oh my god! Oh man, that just sounds ridiculous. It sounds like a cop out.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty good though. It was pretty funny. But that was Jamie Clayton is playing Pinhead, and I actually dug Jamie Clayton's performance just because it was more otherworldly than definitely the knockoff Pinheads that came after Doug Bradley. But yeah, I do miss Doug Bradley as Pinhead, but I do dig this kind of otherworldly different Pinhead.
Okay.
I've done enough. Enough. is a myth.
Well, that's the way that Pinhead was depicted. I have to say that this is the way that Pinhead is depicted in the book, where you really don't know what Pinhead is.
Yeah, I mean, Pinhead's a thing.
A thing. It's a force of nature. But definitely check it out. Hellraiser 2022 is on Hulu. Hopefully it's everywhere else. But I think it was pretty creepy. When you're watching it, you actually feel bad for a lot of these characters because they are just trying to solve a mystery.
Yeah, it's Scooby-Doo, man. Trying to figure it out.
And now that I think about it, it was old man like Clayton. Not Clayton.
Old man Clayton. Old man Jenkins.
Yeah, it was old man Jenkins. But man, old man Jenkins, like, he got screwed over at the end.
Yeah.
They took him.
Oh, no.
I'm going to actually give this one a B. Hellraiser is a fun reboot that further explores the mythos. There were some cheesy moments, but overall, this is a scary and tragic movie.
Really? Okay, well, it lives up to the hype, I guess.
Because remember, whenever you have to deal with someone with addiction, everything you do is wrong.
Yeah.
Everything you do is wrong. And you really feel for like these characters trying to help this character. And the first one was about jaded lovers. So I almost feel like Hellraiser could be a TV show and tell different stories of people.
I mean,
at their
totally
worst.
could be.
I think they were talking about this spinning off. So hopefully it does well. It does well on Hulu. So I like it. So remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification, do what you can. We are around Google Clubhouse Movies Podcast.
Everywhere.
We got more Halloween episodes coming, so enjoy this bombardment of horror films.
Yeah.
And one movie that's not so great starring a bunch of witches.
What?
The number you have reached has been disconnected or is no longer in service.
And remember,
Oh, no tears, please. It's a waste of God's suffering.